Yo, I been grinding since a young and they told me my time we ain't have food in our tummy. That life we was not to tell you. The type of paper was left behind, I'll see it later.
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember I get it go. I get it go. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I get it go. I get it go. I remember go. I get it go.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I gotta.
Establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll set up to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They'll give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And they give this time to the tailback. And it's a fumble. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover. But if there's ever a good time to do it.
Preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go. And maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Stick back to pass. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure, but it falls incomplete, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
On 2nd and 15 now. Stick. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 27 yards there. A 1st down. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Gibson, the ball carrier.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away.
Oh, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. You got to secure it.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown, Brown. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
This Washington 7, Steelers 0.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
29-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And he goes out right around the 39. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there in Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A handoff as they run the counter play. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. 44 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
1st and 10.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A shotgun throw for Stick. And he whips that one incomplete there.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 2nd and 10, it's Stick. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one good for 26 and a first down.
A gain of 26 yards. And the Washington first down.
Stick looks to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And does Washington have it? They do. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Now Stick. And he'll find McLaurin this time as that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Ball carrier. He's brought down at the 31. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
These two teams all tied after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
Second and 8 coming up. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Now it's the backup Greer. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
On third down, they'll try and pick it up with a counter. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it fourth down. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
The ball carrier.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Throwing on third down, Greer. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Joe Reed, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get that complete to Reed. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Mike, 55. Check, 55.
And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
4th and goal.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They'll look to throw here. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. out, and the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point now by Boswell. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Steelers 17, Washington 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Gain on the play. And the Washington first down.
Now a first down throw. Greer. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Boswell on for the point after.
Well, when both guys went up for the ball, I just thought, who's going to come down with it? I didn't think he'd come down with it and then take it all the way for a touchdown.
That's battling, isn't it? Because normally, if both guys go up for it and come down with it, the tie goes to the offense. The defensive player didn't want it to be a tie at all. He wanted a little bit more, took it, and went the other direction.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. 26. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in a field goal range now at the 27-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter. Not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
18 on the play. First down, Washington.
Greer on first down. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. On first down, it's Greer. He's going to let it go again. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
On the deep ball.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And he comes back with one complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
At the 45-yard line.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. I'm coming out to you. I'm coming out to you.
He'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score Steelers 33. Washington.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
It's over 1st and 10. at their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Third down, they'll throw with Stick. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry. I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this, but to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Stick from the gun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
An 8-yard pickup.
The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. Here's Stick on 1st and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step.
Touchdown, Washington. Devin Duvernay, 34 yards. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit.
That touchdown was for all the fantasy people out there. May not change the final outcome, but some points were scored, and maybe some of the people at home are really excited to get those.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Now this throw caught left side, and way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now.
There on the coverage.
They'll look to throw again. That's caught inside the 20. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Steelers offense is running away with this one.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
That's the score. Steelers 48. Washington.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
10-10. At their own 26.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. On 2nd and 10, it's Stick. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the intercept.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Joe Reed, 32 yards. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will extend this big lead. Fielded right around the 8. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Will take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
A loss of 7 yards. It's third down.
Here's Stick, 3rd and long. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 35. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
For the point after.
Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick 6s from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick 6s in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 29. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Fielded right around the 8. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Will take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. A shotgun throw for Stick. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
I think we already know that this guy's going to be ready when they ring the bell for week 1. That play, almost routine for him, but still, nice to know that he's still got it.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Stick looks to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 20. And some room to maneuver. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Joe Reed, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Kendall Fuller there on the coverage.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. This from 36 yards out. And Boswell's kick is good. And it's sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Oh, good-looking return set up here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this showing really not a good one on either side of the ball, but still 3 more preseason games to follow and a lot to play for here for the guys on the field now as they're hoping to secure that roster spot. So that one a disaster, a big loss there with 2nd down coming up. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he finds McLaurin and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
1st down, Washington.
1st and 10, Stick. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and...
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. We'll find Gibson here complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Gibson. It's a gain of 10. First down, Washington.
Stick back to pass. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 23. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
16 yards on the play.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He'll get that complete to Reed. And finally out of bounds just inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The safety blitz works perfectly that time for Landon Collins.
Brings up
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2nd and 14. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Joe Reed, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
30-yard line.
Here's Stick looking to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now Stick. Got a man. It's Gibson complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Washington.
They'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Tucker McCann.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Joe Reed returning. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do